Yes, it's finally working. Woo! We made it after like 10 minutes of technical difficulties. Welcome in, everyone. Let's make sure everything is working on the Twitter side, and then we should be good to go. Yes, it is. Perfect, perfect. Alright, so I actually do have to update the screen. I'm actually at 138 soul as of today, or as of like 2 hours before I started this video. I think it's because this Trump position I've actually been bag holding forever, so whenever it has a big move up or down, the portfolio will change. And we also took a slight loss on Incog, just because I actually had a tighter range. This is the second range I made, and this is actually close to the bottom, but I made a previous range that actually went out of range. I just said range like 30 times. But anyways, I don't have the best thesis. Like, the grounding of the thesis isn't great. It's literally just because this kid Nikolai is promoting this coin on Instagram and other socials, I believe, and he was the one who did Worthless. So Worthless obviously had a very big comeback after he started that campaign on that. So even though I don't really agree with the way he goes about things, um, I'm hoping for another sort of big social push, and that's really the only reason I like this. You know how I always say I like memes that are like top down when you're looking at it, and you're supposed to kind of agree with the meme. This one, I don't necessarily think it's that great. Literally, the only reason I'm LPing it and have so much conviction is because I don't see him letting this die below like 100k. So maybe it does die below 100k and goes to zero, but I'm willing to bet on that. Anyways, regardless, I wanted to show you guys my ranges that I had on this one. So this first one from here to here was actually the initial range I had. What I did last night, after it went out of range, I actually didn't even see that I was out of range until about here. So my options were to just cut the loss and keep the same pool that I had. But instead, I realized that it wasn't generating the worst fees. Honestly, the fees generation was pretty good on this. As you can see on this one, it's about 2 soul that we've collected just off of this. So it's making up for the impermanent loss pretty well. So that is why you know that I usually preach to just cut the loss and get out, but this is going to be an exception. I'm also trying to get a little bit fancy here and try to catch the bottom in a way. So that is why. Anyways, to rebalance, what I did is I withdrew my old position. I sold half of the tokens I had, and then I actually went not quite 50-50, but I went minus 75% and then up 300% from the current price. So this is not normally something that I would do, but I'm trying to increase my skill set and become a little bit more fancy instead of just showing you the same thing I do every time. Even though what I show you normally does work, we're going to try this out and see if it works. So, what's up, guys? Sorry, I haven't checked chat at all. I just wanted to get that over with. Any thoughts on Incognito? I just went over that kind of. What's up, Jad's World? Same. How much should my entries be if I have 2 soul? If you're doing what I teach and you're doing this LP, when I started this wallet with 1.5, I was probably breaking it down into 0.5 each position. I'd probably go 0.5 on average. If there's like a super A plus, you can justify putting more in, maybe going 50% with your portfolio, maybe even higher. But at the beginning, I probably wouldn't risk more than 25% of your whole portfolio. Is this music too loud? But anyways, yes, I have taken a slight loss on this. I'm gonna have to calculate it once we're out of here, but it's not that much because, as you can see, the initial position I did get 2 soul worth of fees, and I probably was down. Probably like 1.5, so I'm probably not too down on this. I'm trying to think of what else. We're gonna make it. I probably should be out of this. For some reason, I think because Soul depreciated so much, this pool is actually still in range decently fine, so I'm actually gonna keep that for now, just because it doesn't seem in danger of rugging to zero. And then we have the graveyard down here, which I'm just hoping for a pump on one of these. This doesn't really affect my portfolio much at this point because unfortunately these have all gone to zero. And when I talked about round tripping like 30 soul in October, it's because I got rugged on Kitty. This one was kind of inevitable because they did a migration, and I wasn't following their Twitter, so I had no idea it was going down, and it literally went to zero. So that's in the graveyard. Streamer coin. Keep in mind I was up a lot on a lot of these positions. Silver, I was probably up like 6 or 8 soul at one point. This is basically zero now. Kind, I was up a lot too, basically zero. Hutch, I was up a lot. So I learned my lesson on looking for home runs because that's what I was doing on all of these coins. I could have gotten out for profit. We've adjusted our play style, and we are good for now. So we're cutting our losses, we're moving on, and we're taking profits when we get them. I hit a very good trade. Sorry, I'm yapping right now. I'm not really paying attention to chat too much. But I hit a very good trade on, what is it, Fa. This was a very, very long-term LP. It's not something that I recommend a lot because you really do need the conviction. But on this one, I was LPing it this entire time when it dropped down. So even though the fee generation wasn't great, and especially on days like this where it's super low, and days like this where it's super low, you're kind of wondering what you're doing. But once you get a good move, I think I made roughly like 6 or 8 soul on this one, and I actually have I sold another chunk of it last night, so I've sold out about 75% of my position. I sold most at 400, and then I sold another half last night at like 400k or 390, something like that. But as you can see, we have $307 of this left. I'm holding it for a little bit higher, and after I sold up here, I actually went ahead and opened another LP. Obviously, it's not, making me a ton, but I like this meme. I think it has decent staying power, so and it's kind of a slow cook, so I'm still willing to bid this. The volume's organic, you know what I mean? So anyways, I'm done yapping. I'm on Wojak since 2 days. The fee generation is too low. Yeah, it does that. I'm guessing sorry, let me look at, do you think the privacy narrative will give it a boost? Possibly. That's not a bad take. What meme coin would you recommend? I'm not going to recommend you to buy anything. I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say is not a buy or sell recommendation. This content is for educational purposes only. I'm only here to educate you and try to show you how I think about things so you can maybe be self-sufficient in your own trading. Do you hold anything outside of meme coins? I hold a lot of other crypto and not much else besides that. What do you think about Troll? Troll looks a little bit cooked. World record Apple. I'm not sure. You're going to have to give me some more lore. Synapse. Okay, we can look at some tickers now that we've gone through some of the plays. What is it? Synapse. It looks a little bit farmy to me. I don't know what the lore is. I've never seen this one before. The meme that thinks, moves, and builds. I mean, personally, this is not something, just looking at it, first impression, like, not really my kind of coin. There's nothing I'm resonating with about this. Unless there's something I'm missing here. It just seems like another kind of AI cartoon. The loop isn't a glitch. It doesn't really seem like, it kind of seems like a LARP and vaporware. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Probably not something I'm going to play, I think, is my answer on this one. Trading meme coins, yes. What are your thoughts on SEI fitting at 15 cents at the moment? I have no idea. Unfortunately, when it comes to like altcoins, I don't know much about most of them. I just don't really pay attention to them anymore. We hit 1,000 followers. Who did? I did? Oh, wait, he's talking about AF. AF. We can look at AF. We'll see if the ticker holds up to. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about this one, mate. There's just my strategy doesn't really like fit in here. But honestly, getting 700k. Oh, it's only been around like one day. I see the strength that could be in the narrative, but I'll keep an eye on it. But it's not something that I'm looking to bid here, probably. I think some people might want to try to catch the bottom here, but it's usually not my style to buy something that looks like this right now, or bid it. I mean, I just got in NTB. Just look at 41, and it's so bullish. What's the Kev? You have to give me some more like lore on it. Like I know it's America first. It's like people say it in politics, but I need some more. I need some more traction on that one, I think. Sorry, I'm trying to. Here, I'll look at the Apple one, and then Rag. I'm gonna look at Wojak in 41. World record Apple. It's probably gonna get a no for me, unfortunately, just based on first impression. $346K views. It's a little bit weak to me. It's not bad. I remember the Instagram egg. Yes, I do remember that. But it's like a little bit of a beta, and yeah, I don't know. The tweet did get juiced, though. I will say that 346K views on a 700 follower account isn't bad, but I don't know. It seems like not. It feels like it's gonna lose its relevance. It's gonna lose its relevance and attention pretty soon, in my opinion. So I think I'm gonna pass on that one, unfortunately. Thoughts on how low Solana going to? I have no idea. I didn't think it would really get this low, but like I always say, I really have no idea when it comes to the majors. I try not to really predict that unless Solana here is a buy, in my opinion. But I mean, when I'm looking to acquire as much Solana as possible in the next like year or two, so wherever it goes. 41 says Rag. We'll look at that one real quick. What's the deal with 41? I understand like it's like a beta. 41. Bro, daily average 67 hours and they circle 41 minutes. Like, is that really a thing? Is 41 actually a thing? I don't really get it. 93. CRWV, is that a stock? How much money do you have? Not enough. Oh, 41 is made after 71 because that blue. It's a copy coin. Yeah, is 71 like an actual thing though? Like, I'm just thinking of like the meme actually. Fucking 90, like all of these betas, I don't know about them. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously a farm. Someone just clipped super hard, and we'll see if this thing even gets a bounce again. Probably not, in my opinion. 41, it's a little bit farmy to me, Rag. I don't love the volume here. It looks a little bit fake. It looks not super organic, but it might be a good LP. Maybe to get in and out. I don't think that's something you're going to want to be in long term. And then you said Wojak was not giving good fees, so you can see why that might be. I'm guessing this one, yeah, 2 mil. Yeah, it's such a high market cap now, and it's so diluted. Like, we can see how much value or TVL is in the pools. It's going to be so much, I guarantee. Yeah, there's like 360k, and a lot of it is buy side liquidity. I mean, that's pretty bullish for Wojak, but yeah, the fees are not going to be good, right? You can check it kind of right here, 361,000 TVL. Obviously, this is not concentrated, but still, it's only giving 14k and 24-hour fees. So you'd really need a good chunk of this liquidity to be yours to make a lot. So that's probably why Wojak is not super ideal. The only reason you would really want to play this is because you're confident that it's going to range in a certain price because it's so established. But even there, when the fees become so low, I think the risk reward is not even that good. Like, for example, I'm out of range on Troll now. Like, I probably need to cut this loss. Bro, guys, I was in this LP for like at least 2 months, maybe more. And now I'm out of range, and I'm kind of wondering, like, it wasn't really worth it. I stayed in range forever, but the fees really weren't that good. So, and keep in mind, it's a little bit different when you're LPing like USDC and Solana, and you're doing that pair if you actually want to bid it with USDC. But like in terms of getting into these super diluted pools, the edge kind of does go away when the fees just don't make up for the impermanent loss, which is usually what tends to happen. Let me look at CRWV. I assume that's a stock. Oh shoot. What is this? Sorry, I'm just looking at this now. How far have you gotten so far, soul-wise? As you can see in the, you should be able to see it on screen. I update it. I'm at one. I'm actually at 139, 138 right now. I lost, I guess 3 over the weekend. So we're back at 138, but I actually started this wallet with 1.5 on August 1st of last year. What's up with this? What's up with this stock? What's the deal with it? 38 bill market cap, pretty damn big. 283 million shares. It's getting about 52 million volume every day. I don't know what the lore is on this. Let me see something. Is the CRWV guy still here? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's too big. I have no idea what this is, and I really don't swing trade or trade too many stocks anymore, so I can't give you. Is meme coin dead? I mean, there's still things running. We're still... obviously, I took a little bit of a loss over the weekend, or a few losses, but we're still managing to be pretty consistent and growing the portfolio. So even though meme coin, thank you for the gift, Ben Yek. I didn't see that. I'm sorry. So even though, what was I going to say? They're not like as hot and Solana's getting cooked. Being able to use Meteora, which is what I use on this channel, is really just what I advertise because you're able to profit in the market. Sometimes you're not always going to be able to profit, obviously, because you're still trading when you're using Meteora, but it allows you to eliminate a lot of risk and you know, not be entirely lost when the market's going down. Just because you're able to get exposure to meme coins that you think are decent and not have max exposure where if it rugs or if it goes down, you know, you're going to be in trouble. Thoughts on Rocket Labs stocks? What is that? When is the next bull run, you think? I thought we were in one, but I don't know. This cycle is weird, if you want to call it a cycle, just because Bitcoin is getting super institutionally adopted. So I'm not sure if we're going to get that traditional like blow off top 4-year cycle. I think it might be a little bit more gradual. We bounce down and come back up, and Bitcoin kind of has smaller moves, maybe trending up, hopefully. Is what I kind of expect now that a lot of institutions are involved. I don't think it's going to, you know, dump 50% from here, but who knows? Those are just my thoughts. Well, I got a vest on just for extra protection. 93. 93. I was just kind of saying I don't really like these. Like this is like the third derivative, right? There's what 41, 71, and now 93. It just is a little bit weak to me. It's not something I'm gonna touch, and I also do not like at all how someone clipped it so fat. Someone clipped a lot of money out on this candle, and we'll see if they keep it alive, but they might just have supply and they might just take it to zero, so we'll see. I mean, I don't really like this. I don't really like that, so I don't know. Is this tough in America? Of course. Everything in America is tough. Just kidding. Best broker for Forex. I have no idea. I really don't trade Forex. I could tell you what I would use to trade commodities, but I'd be using like crypto to trade it basically. I forget. I don't remember what people used to trade Forex. I really didn't have any friends that traded Forex, so how about Sachi Coin? What's your Discord? So I don't have a Discord right now. People keep asking me for it, but we have a very, very good and helpful Telegram. I'm not going to promote coins in here. It's not what I do. But we have a lot of smart people in here that are knowledgeable on using Meteora and people who have been in the game for a while. So everyone in here is pretty helpful. We just chat and kind of talk about what thoughts we have. I am not going to update you guys with every position I'm in, obviously, because that kind of takes more time. But I will obviously talk about things that I'm in if I'm, if I have something to say about it. Alright, we had Elmis, what's up? We had Ranson, what's up? Can you give me $50 to gift you? No, bro. What's up, bro? What up, bro? Here, I'll put it on screen. We've had a lot of bots joining recently, which is not ideal. So if anyone's DMing you from here, they're not looking to help you. Don't respond. I can't really control who DMs you. So be careful. Don't respond to people that are just seeming like they're nice and trying to help you or trying to make you money. No one's out here trying to make you money except for me, and I'm not going to DM you. Any sort of links or any sort of bots to use. A lot of people are doing that, so just be careful, especially if you're newer. Is crypto better than Forex? I want to start doing futures. I am not a good futures trader. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Entries and exits, like you can do futures, honestly. I know people that have been successful trading that stuff, but it's really about having extreme risk management when you're doing that stuff, because if you let your risk slip once, it's just gonna snowball. You're gonna keep breaking your rules, and I mean, I personally think meme coins and crypto are easier to trade. That's why I'm here teaching this stuff, Obviously I've tried both, and I actually have an evaluation account that I sometimes touch during the day, but like, bro, I have such a bad read on that stuff. And yeah, you can argue like order flow and stuff, but it's just hard for me. I don't think I have as great of an edge here. I can look at a meme coin, decide if it's good or half decent, right? I can decide if it's been done before, if it's original, if it has social relevance. So it's just a little bit easier for me. And I know what decent looking volume and price action looks like on meme coins. So, and we have Meteora to use, obviously, which gives you such an advantage in this space. And if you are wondering what any of this means, just feel free to drop a follow. Look at my TikTok, look at my YouTube. I updated the thumbnails so they actually look a little bit cleaner nowadays. And this is more long form content. I'm yapping about a lot of stuff. But we have the Meteora homepage walkthrough, understanding what liquidity is, how to open your first pool, and then we were talking about the airdrop before it happened. So feel free to check out all of that stuff. Wow, 2 months ago is crazy. Crazy. I think I did a decent job. I'm yapping a lot. I didn't cut it, but yeah, yeah. And also, I'm gonna show all my socials right now. If you guys want to drop me a follow on Twitter, I'll follow all you guys back right now. My Twitter is crimexbt with no period. I'm gonna show that. Wow, through that I just lost like 20 viewers. That's wild. How much you make per day doing this? It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. This month, I'm probably averaging a little bit under one soul per day, but how would you say Elf Chart looks? I mean, obviously some months are better than others. I could have made a lot last month. I was probably averaging like one soul per day last month if I wasn't pissing around and dumping the profits away. But yeah, I'd say probably around one is a decent estimate. But keep in mind I don't risk a lot. I really don't risk a lot, so. Hey, what's up, fellas? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm really trying to grow the Twitter, so that's why I'm shilling it. And obviously, I don't have a problem with following all of you guys back, so. Double front buy. I swear, Anthony, I don't know if he's been in here before, but someone always asks me for that. I'm trying to get the diet dialed again, man. I really am. I hope I don't regret selling this too early. If this runs to 1 mil, I probably won't be too upset because I sold some here, and then I sold some here, so not bad, not bad. I'm happy with how I've been playing this. Okay, anyways, it was me. Username. The username on Twitter is crimexbt. Tracy, thank you for the follow, dog. Alright, are we going to look at anything here? I'm going to do the trusty old scanner method right when I try to find new coins to pool. Meme coins are rough to catch at the right time. Indeed they are, and that is why you should learn how to use Meteor, this platform, which is 99% of my content on this page. This is going to help you out very, very, very much if you guys don't know what this is and you are at least somewhat accustomed to meme coins. You should definitely take a look into this. We can go over it in a little bit, I guess, if we get some more people. ZKSL, I think I bid this a little bit too tight, but the fees are very, very good, so I'm not too upset that I'm still in this one. I know I'm just yapping, and if you aren't super accustomed, you're probably wondering what I'm talking about, but just try to bear with me and stick around, tune into other streams, and you will definitely be able to catch on. Also, a lot of my videos, I promise, are very, very helpful to getting an introduction to this stuff. Is USCR going to return? Very hard question because I don't know if you guys have been in here previous streams, and I know I keep saying this, but I've just gone over USCR so many times. So basically, this is a mass coordinated coin. And what I mean by that is it's probably one guy that has a team with him. This guy has a lot of money, and basically he bonds these tokens with like 6 figures worth of money. So basically he controls so much of the supply that he's basically able to make this chart do whatever he wants. He's able to lure in investors, and no matter what, the average investor is never going to be able to rug this chart because he just controls so much. And basically what he does is he pays a lot of Instagram, a lot of TikTok crypto influencers to promote these coins, and they just run it up. And then as you can see, he one clips it. I think people were talking about this token in my chat at like 180, and I was literally calling it. I was like, you do not want to be buying at 180. He's had this move, he's getting the exit liquidity he needs, and what do you know? He clips tons and tons and tons of money. So maybe he runs it up. As you can see, it kind of had another little run up, but like I said, it's kind of been done on this one. He's already accomplished his goal of extracting money. He might just move on to the next one. This is the same guy that did Deej. If you guys have been around, you know about Deej. This one was getting absolutely shilled, and you can see same agenda, same outcome. XVM, I believe, was his. Yep, same thing, same strong run up, shill, clips, goes to zero, right? I was told that Doge 1 is also his, and that this one, I think, has been getting promoted on social media. So I'm actually in a liquidity pool for this just because on USCR I did hear about it very very early, but I was just like I know what he's gonna do, and for some reason I didn't get in early when I knew about it. I should have just bought because like I knew he was gonna run it super high. So that was my fault. That's why I'm trying not to fade this one because I think he's gonna do the same thing. But in terms of timeline on USCR, I mean maybe he gets one more bounce, but like I think it's mostly done at this point. Yes, Doge one I faded. Yeah, I mean I didn't actually hear about it back here. I think someone told me about it like here or something, and I was watching it and I saw it got a spike and that they might start promoting again. I forget. Someone in the chat had told me, so that's why I have exposure to that one. 4-year cycle is 4-year cycle, all controlled by Masons. Maybe. Bro, it's over. 35k BTC is coming. 2026 will be same shit like 2022 for crypto shit. Um, sorry. I don't know. I was talking about this earlier. The 4-year cycle might not stick around. And the reason is because obviously mass euphoria, mass fear is always going to be a thing in crypto. It's a very speculative asset, which is why it has these drastic price swings. But I am under the impression that we are not going to have a Bitcoin 50% move down. Because you have to keep in mind now, and this is what I was saying last year before this time period when Bitcoin was like 70, 60K, right? I'm saying it's so institutionally adopted. There are ETFs for Bitcoin now. All of these funds are buying Bitcoin. Do you really think uh, BlackRock, Citadel, everyone is going to not bid Bitcoin if it drops down to 50K? Because, like, let's say it goes down to 70K, right? I guarantee you a lot of funds are going to be bidding around 70K. Unless some catastrophic event is going down and there's massive Bitcoin FUD, they're smart people, the banks, are going to be buying when the public is selling, right? And that's just how markets work. So, in terms of the difference in cycles now, you didn't have all of this institutional bid support on Bitcoin before, like 2 years or however long ETFs have been approved. So the reason why I don't think it's going to go to 40K is because, and if it does, then you can bet your ass that all of these funds and all of these banks are going to be supporting and buying the bottom there. And that's just how it works. That's how it works on Apple. That's how it works on Nvidia. Because they have the bankroll to do so, right? They basically have unlimited money. If you had unlimited money to bid, then why not support Bitcoin and get your best entry? That's just how it works. I see it as controlling. What do you mean by that, From Look at my previous messages. Strikeo, I didn't even recognize you with your new fucking your new profile picture. Oh my goodness. Anyone want to discuss crypto? Yulia, you're catching the ban. Don't solicit to my viewers. Yo, what's up, Lost? Do you use Dex Screener? I use them to look at long-term plays. If I'm looking at newer pairs, obviously I will use I'll use Axiom or GMGN, something like that. Yes, I do have a group chat. I might have ADHD, but that's made up. Sorry, Strike Yo. I'm just not used to I don't know how I missed your thing. That's enough, Taiga. Here, I'll send the Telegram link. Ooh. Honestly, I know we have probably some polarizing opinions on Eminem, but Recovery was very good. And whenever it comes to like fall time around this like cold weather, Eminem Recovery album hits really hard. So that's why we're gonna play this song. Do you believe dip is over and we can buy now? I have no idea. I just said that Bitcoin is probably not going to go to like 40 or 30K. But like I said, I never ever know, and no one does. No one really knows where the price is going on macros, you know. Frittata, what's up, Mad? Mog, what's up? That's on bag work. It didn't really do much when they had that what was it? That public stunt. After 2 years, Strike, why'd you change it? Who you on? What's up, Benny? Alright, we'll look at Mog, man. We'll look at Mog. Look at me. I have Doge 1 up. Please, if I have a chart on the screen, please just don't buy it, because 99% of the time, I'm not buying it, and I'm not, like, promoting it. Wait, what did I just do? I typed in mad. How cooked am I, mad? Is this the one? Is this actually good though? It kind of reminds me of like Wojak, but Wojak did very good, so I guess I should shut up. Oh, this is the wormhole, I guess. I mean, I guess. Let's check the pool. I'm curious to see if people are actually playing this one. Yo, just saw your TikTok stream. What's up, Cry? What's up, brother? No, there's no pool on it? That's not true. Yeah, that's not even the same one. Okay, well, there's no pool for it, which is interesting because I have been seeing it get shilled on, Yeah, why can I not go back? I don't understand. Something's going on with the Meteor search. Alright, well, that's enough of that. I don't know about it. Doesn't look like too bad, but... And honestly, doesn't look, not organic. It looks pretty legit, so... What coin you in? Yeah, it's 1:13 a.m. for me too. Me and Strike, you on the same. I'm gonna head to sleep, bro. Good night. Sleep tight. I'm not saying that again, Strikeo. Good night, Strikeo. Peep Solana on Twitter, pin post. Lore runs deep. Alright, bet. Roger that, honestly. Good shit, man. No 2 weeks are the same. Is anyone... I think I might actually go to Breakpoint, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I've been being more and more convinced by other people to attend, so... Honestly, they're honestly spitting such facts. Like, Solana is doing everything. Alright, I'm not reading all of this. Oh, is it just because of the glasses, though? That's the moguls we created 2 days ago, and they pinned this post. They never posted those glasses. You're right. Hey, not to shill anything, but I've been following Dork. Any thought on this coin? Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. You can always suggest a token. I'm always willing to look. What was it? I literally just said Dork. On Solana? Which one, brother? Regardless, I'm probably gonna say no because it's getting such low volume. You're bullish on Uganda. Brother, bro, do you know the way, brother? Yes, I do. Oh my gosh, we actually have the guy. Are you the Uganda dev? Uganda Knuckles. Wait, I'm so confused. Doge Fork. Oh, my bad. Bro, I can't. I no. Maybe it gets one more spike, but this is not something I'm gonna touch. It's kind of at zero. It might get a pump if they. It kind of looks like a marketed token, so maybe they bring out the marketing again. But not something I'm into for sure. Please, okay, okay, okay. I get it. I get it. Uganda, I get it. I mean, this thing it has like decent motion, even though it's at 72K. It has like price action. It has price action, but it's actually getting like volume. Are you the dev for this, bro? Thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you for the follows. Crime, someone opened fake account of you. Yeah, they do that all the time. I only have one account, so unfortunately nothing I can do about them. I've tried to report them. Solana should take over Ethereum, TBH. I agree, and I used to say that because like I'm somewhat of a crypto noob in a way that I wasn't like on chain doing a bunch of stuff back in the day. But what was I gonna say? And I was always like, yeah, bro, Ethereum sucks. Like, uh, why would you ever use Ethereum? But my friend who's been in DeFi for a while is like, bro, you don't understand. Like, a lot of actual DeFi in terms of yield farming and stuff like that is actually built. A lot of it's built on Ethereum. I'm pretty sure Ethereum has a lot more like total TVL, total value locked, um, in terms of certain protocols. So that's why, and like Hyperliquid is technically built on Arbitrum, but like I said, it's a EVM Ethereum virtual machine. So what stock is this? This is a meme coin, brother. Ethereum will never be taken over by Sol. LOL. I know what you're saying, but in terms of like actual usability, Solana is like infinitely better, and that's pretty inarguable. Memes aren't everything for a chain. Yeah, but at the basis of any crypto, what do people care about? Speed, how cheap it is, and the third like is the privacy of it. But most people don't care about that. When I'm using a crypto and I'm doing things on chain, I want it to be fast and I want it to be cheap. And Solana is just beats Ethereum on all fronts. Why did you skip the song? What did I skip? Oh, you want this one? You want 6ix9ine? I know memes aren't everything for a coin, but like it has the attention and bro, memes are unfortunately they're gonna be what brings in Gen Z, in my opinion, to crypto. So I just think that Solana is going to be the chain that maybe will never overtake Ethereum, but it's gonna be the one that people are actually doing stuff on. Check CMCT. What is CMCT? Like is that a stock ticker? Sorry, I don't know why I'm still looking at this. I was just reading chat. I do want to see if there's a pool on this one though. No. But also, I do know that the Meteora UI is taking a little bit. No, there's still nothing. Dude, I don't know if I can listen to this, guys. Let's be honest. No, 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 no. I'm done. I'm done with 6ix9ine. How's the 1 to 100 Sol going for you? Good. I was actually at 141. I have the ticker, the counter on screen, so um, I actually started with 1.5 on August 1st of last year, and we are at 138 right now. I was at 141, like I said, but I took a few losses over the weekend. CMCT. What's the lore, Ryan? Why is it gonna boom? For you, Soul as hell. Thank you. You think Soul could go to 1K? I mean, I think it will. That might be like super. That might be super wishful thinking, but in terms of where it's at right now, I just think that a lot of people aren't onboarded yet, and I think that, bro, did you see like Solana is they're bringing USDC payments to Cash App in January, which is absolutely crazy if you think about it, because it's just more onboarding for normies. The reason people aren't using crypto is because they don't have like a good onboarding um, they don't have a good way to be onboarded, which is honestly why I started this whole channel, because it's very intimidating when you get into crypto. You have to lurk on crypto Twitter or just grind using ChatGPT or YouTube videos, whatever it is. But there's not like a solid guide where one person can come in and be like, how do I get started, trading meme coins? What's the difference? There's no like good onboarding process. So you have to be somewhat intelligent and somewhat motivated and persistent to learn it, because it's not something you're gonna know everything in a week or a month. You know what I mean? But I think there could be a lot better. There could be a lot better ways. But anyways, I'm just yapping. CMCT. He wants me to look at. What's the lore? Why is it gonna? Why is it gonna pump? Alex, don't bring that shit in the chat. I'll ban you right now. I should ban you right now, anyways. But I need the engagement. I need the viewership. Let's go with this. Wait, this is actually interesting. Wait, this is actually very interesting. What is this? So, I don't know if you guys know, but I came from a meme coin. I mean, I came from a stock trading background. So ever since 2016, I wasn't trading back then because I didn't know how to get around it. I was too young. But I started looking into Timothy Sykes, and he had a few millionaire penny stock students. He actually has like 20 now. But anyways, I used to trade small cap stocks, and these are exactly the setup I would look for. And let me tell you why. And another example, and I come out of retirement in small cap trading every once in a while. The last time I did it was actually like a month or two ago when BYND ripped up. This, and I'm going to tell you why. We're going to go through BYND, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going to look at CMCT, because this is actually a very good call, Ryan. Thank you for calling this out. So basically with BYND, someone showed this in my chat, believe it or not, and I saw it on this day, right? This past year didn't happen. 1.2 billion shares traded, and the float was like 200 mil at the time. So when you have something that flips the float like 5 times, maybe it was even lower. Basically, the whole circulation, right? The float is how many shares are in circulation, right? So when you think about, let's say the float is 200 mil right here, it does 1.2 bill. That means the float was flipped through 6 times, you know? So what does that mean? It means that there is a lot of open interest, number one, because so many people are shorting this and trading this. And also, when you see the volume continue on the second day, I entered it at 219 on the second day. When you see it intraday, it was just grinding up, right, and just doing more and more volume. When there's so much volume and so many shares getting flipped around, there's very little. It's not easy for shorts to cover, right? It's not easy for shorts to cover because there's not going to be as many sell orders. The more buyers that get in, unless they are all coordinating to sell at a specific price. But anyways, this is why I ended up playing this. It gapped up overnight. I actually sold at pre-market at 647, and I made a good amount on this one. So that was the last one. Anyways, going to CMCT, not to get off track. This is what Nathan Michaud, another small cap trader, would call a, what does he call it? Fuck, what is it called? It's a liquidity something. It's called a liquidity trap. A liquidity trap. So basically, why is it a liquidity trap? Right? Same kind of deal. 57 million shares traded on a 700,000 float. 57 million shares traded on a 700K float. Do you realize? So there, more than likely, more shares are shorted than is in the float. So basically, they flipped the float over 57 times. That means there is so much short interest, right? See how many shares were traded, and then the next day, 700K is traded. There is not enough volume on this day for shorts to get out. And there is 2 mil traded on this day, right? There's still not that much. There's not enough volume for all of the shorts to get out. So you can classify this as a very high spike day, right? I don't know why we're teaching small caps, but this is the first time I've seen a liquidity trap setup. Very interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on this tomorrow. Um, 57 million shares, right? And then do you see how the volume bars down here are so small? Like a lot of the shorts that are in this now are not. They were not able to get out today because there's just not enough liquidity. They'll move the price too much if they try to get out. So maybe towards the end of today, let's go intraday here. You can see at the end here, this is probably some shorts trying to get out because it's getting close to the end of the day. It's not fading off, and people are probably getting a little bit scared here. So this is probably why you saw this this pump into the close, because people did not want to hold this into close or overnight. This is actually a very, very interesting looking chart. So anyways, good call. I'm going to watch this tomorrow. I might actually try to get into this pre-market and see what happens, but other than that, I'm just going to be watching and reacting, and especially if it breaks above this recent all-time high with strength, it's going to be something to watch. So I might look. He's saying, how would you play that, big bro? You should buy and give me 20% for the call out. Maybe. When you search Solana My Country, you don't even see one ad about trading. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna read these comments. Yeah, Favor is just adding more support to the argument. Just look at it, and they just got 30 mil for their debt and way more clients. Just look at it. Okay. Easy ban. Yeah, Uganda, I already looked at the chat. Any more, please do not show in the chat. It's just clogging. I'm trying to read all the comments, and I've seen Uganda like 20 times. Never mind, it's index, NASDAQ. Chart is same. Adding 6-7 for now. Not right now. I don't really know what to think about. I'm just upset about 6-7 because my initial coin that I bid to basically zero is now vamped by some curly-headed fuck. You playing the Monad token sale on Coinbase tomorrow? I'm not crypto. Dude, I'm telling you, in terms of like other altcoins and anything happening off of Solana, I'm unfortunately so not aware. Yeah. Unless it's like Aster or like certain dexes, I'll obviously touch, but I'm just not too aware of what Monad is. I didn't qualify for an airdrop, so I'm still holding micro MQ longs. FYI, prices are expected to reach $18. What's the Meteora challenge? Market is back. Do you like the love I sent? Yes, thank you, Uganda. Thank you. I didn't actually see it, but I believe you sent it. I believe you're sending likes or whatever. The Meteora challenge. Damn, this is actually very cool, Ryan. Thank you. I'll give you a follow for that call. And I'm probably not going to send you money if I make money on it, but yeah, this is cool. Could be a liquidity trap setup. That's exactly what Nate would classify this as. How often and when will you go live again? Please speed. My mom. Okay. I try to go live. I'll be live on the LP Army YouTube tomorrow. This is the official community for Meteora. Anyways, sorry to skip over the Meteora challenge. So Meteora is a platform that we use to trade meme coins nearly 99% of the time. A lot of my strategies are only possible using this software, and I really don't want to go over the basics of it tonight just because I'm a little bit tired. And we have so much content on the page where I basically be saying the same thing. So tomorrow we'll be going over a whole lesson and a whole walkthrough actually, because we'll be on the Meteora YouTube channel. But for right now, feel free to just drop a follow, look at my TikToks, look at the YouTube, and you should be able to learn a little bit about how it works. You do coaching. So believe it or not, I don't know when this is going to get rolled out. But the only time I'm going to do coaching is through the LP Army, because they are rolling something out where this is their official website, by the way. Official Twitter, met_LP Army. Feel free to join their Discord. It's a little bit more noisy in there, which is why I mainly hang out in my chat and a few others. But you can never go wrong joining the Discord. They are always super helpful, and you can learn a lot. But anyways, going back to the do I do coaching, they rolled out something. I'm not sure how this works, but eventually, you can see Crime is here listed as a coach. So yes, I will be coach. I'm not sure how this works yet, but I'll keep you guys posted on the channel. Uh, yeah. Sorry, I don't know if you got more of you guys followed me. Thank you, Soul Father, for that. Harvey Specter, that's kind of a cool ass name. Dropping a follow for you. Dropping a follow for you. Thank you guys. If you want to follow me on Twitter real quick, I'll follow you guys back. Crime XBT with no period. Subscribe and YouTube, my friend. Might be a easy few X Coinbase sale at 0.27. It's trading 0.5 on Hyperliquid. Crypto. So are you just planning on shorting on Hyperliquid right now and then buying at 2.5? I feel like that's kind of smart. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have done on Meteora, because I had 72k. I did 72k Met token airdrop, and if I knew that I could have gone and sold it at 1.7 on Hyperliquid pre-market, I definitely would have done that. I just wasn't even aware that was an option. But in terms of actually selling the token, I'm bullish the actual token, so I should have sold it at 1.7 and rebought. That would have been the smartest thing. So you live and you learn. I could have made a lot more money doing that, but you know, what are you gonna do, man? But yeah, that's probably like a 6-fig fumble, honestly, but whatever. Come on, bro, sub me 15%. Maybe, bro. I don't even know if it's gonna work yet, Rhyme. How about this? If you hit for 80% plus, let me get 10%. Well, yes. If for some reason I hit something crazy on it, Ryan, I'll give you something. How about that? But I have to trade it correctly. What if I just lose money on it? Bro, what do you reckon about Australia 200 stock? I have no idea what that is. I have no idea. No idea. What am I supposed to be looking at? Is there anything I'm supposed to be looking at? I do want to pull up Incog to make sure I'm not getting cooked on this one. Uganda. I mean, guy's a shower. I'll give him that. Oof, it's like not really looking too good down here, but hopefully it's just bottom. This is kind of Death Cascade-y. It's actually pretty gross how that worked out, but whatever. The fees for some reason were not bad on the way down, so I guess we can be thankful about that. Have you seen CYPH2? No, I have not. We can look at it though. Bro, it's giving me the old plays I used to look for. What the fuck is this, mate? What is this, man? So this is kind of, wow, you're actually pulling out some good. Where are you getting these plays, Ryan? These are literally just like the same plays I used to play. Good news. What Uganda? These are the plays that I used to look for all the time when I was trading small caps, and I'm shocked that there's 2 of them that are like actually looking. These are actually worth watching tomorrow. So this is something where it might get stuffed here. As you can see, today it went up and kind of got stuffed. But this liquidity trap, right? A lot of 786 million shares traded on a 40 mil float, and then you see how the next day it dropped. There wasn't as much volume. Shorts didn't get out, and they're most likely getting squeezed today. We will see if this sort of thing continues. But this is honestly a liquidity trap playing out today. We'll see if it continues, but yep, these are actually 2 great looking tickers that I'm excited to watch, so I appreciate that. You're going to make my morning a little bit more interesting tomorrow, because usually I wake up and I don't trade 9:30 anymore, because I'm just trading memes throughout the night and throughout the day, so I don't really have a time limit to start, but this is something that I'm definitely going to be up for, so that's hype. How much do you make a month from this? It varies so wildly. Ryan, where are you getting these tickers, though? I'm actually curious. Are you just looking at like scanners every day, or is there a group you're in? Because if whoever's in this group must be trading these small caps still, which I will always respect because that's where I came from. This isn't looking as great for a setup for me, but honestly, same kind of song and theme here, right? This is the day we had all the volume, right? Low volume day, liquidity squeeze, or liquidity trap, short squeeze coming in here. So these are all looking like very, very similar. So good on you, dude, for having your eyes on the right spot. Again, this is not normally something I look at on this channel, especially. I'm usually trying to teach you guys how to trade meme coins through Meteora. But I'm never gonna shy away from something that is interesting and that I can trade in. Nah, I'm him. Should I start? It definitely is not gonna hurt you to start learning. And I think if you want to at least get into crypto and look into meme coins, my channel is a great place to start because, like I said, I teach how to use this this platform, which is just gives you such an advantage when you're trading meme coins. It's allowed me to be consistently profitable over a year, and obviously, like last month, I screwed up on. I've said this already so many times on this stream, but I round trip probably like 30 Sol last month. I could be at 170 Solana if I just used my brain and followed my discipline. But I kind of screwed around and I'm not in the best spot. But we're still very close to portfolio all-time highs. Keep in mind, right? I did round trip 130. I round tripped around 30 Sol, but I didn't go below like 118 or like 116 Solana in October. Actually, I think I went down to like 114 on that disgusting day in October. I think we all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, regardless, I could have made a lot more. I didn't, but we're still close to portfolio all-time highs. On Friday, I was at 141, so we're chugging along. It's not always the most money that we're making, but it's consistent, and that's what I care about. And managing risk, obviously, is super, super important. Hey, thank you. Dude, I feel like I feel like people reply to the streams on Twitter, but they never say anything in chat. Like I don't get any Twitter chats. Watch me join and people are actually talking. But like, look. I feel like see, there's no one in the chat. It's so unfortunate. But thank you guys. Bump. See, Meteora is gassing me up. I can only be honored that they would support the streams, but I promise I'm not just promoting them because they reply to me now. I always wanted to get into the Meteor team because I knew how good their tech was, and I'm not like on their team, but they're starting to support and endorse me a little bit more, so that's just a dream come true because they have the best tech on Solana in my opinion. And like I said, 99% of the content on my page is plays that I made money on using their software or strategies that I teach. So feel free to check that out. And tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna be going live on the LP Army YouTube. So if you guys want to stay updated, I know I'm yapping a ton, but if you guys want to stay updated on when I go live, I will update you in the Telegram. We have a lot of good people in here. What up, Benji? We got you. Intern can affirm. Crime is a good dude. Damn, Meteor's in the chat. That's crazy. But yes, like I said, I'm not just endorsing them because they are finally showing support. They are literally the most advantageous platform you can trade on Solana. But anyways, it's not too active. I did mean to look at this one scanner to see if there's anything in the past day that I should be aware of. I wasn't really paying attention to anything over the weekend, so we might as well just check some of these DEX paid and see if there's anything at all. they are just looking so bad from a initial impression. Same. I heard about the same lore. I think that was the only decent narrative that we really got, if I'm not mistaken. Crime, what do you think is better, buying meme coins or small market cap stocks? So I grew, like I said, I grew up and learned trading and kind of how liquidity works in small caps. But as of today, maybe I'm not paying as much attention to small caps anymore. But it seems like I just prefer to trade meme coins now. But whenever I see a small cap opportunity come in the stock market, I'll always come and try to play it. But I'm not as locked in on that for sure. And I just had a long journey. I was profitable for a while trading them for like a year. And then the plays kind of dried up and I started trading options on SPY and blew up my first account doing that after like 4xing it. And then I tried again, was making money longing them, and then I tried to start shorting them on a certain brokerage where I was just paying so much in fees. Lost probably $5,000 on a $10,000 account. And then I had the good trades I made early in my career. I was acquiring a lot of crypto in like 2022. So I had a good amount of Solana and some other stuff to start. And then when January 2024 came, I was trading a lot of meme coins, and that's really where I found my passion, and then learned how to use Meteora. So basically, when I first started, this is so long-winded now, but when I first started trading meme coins, it was very, very easy in my opinion. For the first like 6 months, things were just running so high, and it was very hard to go wrong. And then January or June of 2024, excuse me, it seemed like at this point I had round tripped a lot of money. I was probably down 50% on this massive portfolio that I started with on meme coins, and then I was like, all right, my friend was actually streaming Meteor and how to use it. I was fascinated by it. I tried to get exposure, didn't really know what I was doing. Found another friend, Razzer. He showed me his strategy, which is just single-sided LPs on Meteora, single-sided DLMMs. And after that, after I started kind of using that strategy, game changer, was able, and I wanted to prove myself I could grow this small account. So that's what we're doing now. Like I said, I haven't been the most disciplined. I've been going against some of my rules, definitely in October. So that's where we're at now. I still prefer to trade meme coins, but like I said, like with BYND, I came out of stock retirement to trade that one because it was just too appetizing for me to sit on the sidelines. But after that, and I kind of thought that BYND could maybe have a bigger move up, but as you can see, it just faded off to zero. So, do you short? Do you do short term? Short term? Jeez, you do short term plays also? On what? What do you mean, Rag? Sorry, good VTech. What's up, Mohammed? He knows. He knows. Please get off Deck Screener. Bro, the aesthetic on Deck Screener is so good, Benji. Come on. I'm also not trading anything with, like, insane motion, so I'm really not worried about. Fine, we'll go on Axiom if I can type it out. Let's see if anything graduated recently. It's all so mid. Erebus, is this even real? Is this even real? I think we just looked at Ghostbird, and I'm pretty sure I already exited out. Hell no, right? And then hell no as well. So, not looking great on the new graduates. It's pretty dry. It's pretty dry. That's why I'm just trying to stick to some longer term bag work. What about bag work? I'm asking, do you do short-term plays on Meteora other than the wide range bid ask? So if I'm doing short-term plays, like I was doing them a few last week or the week before, whenever. I've been playing some shorter-term ones, But I still go wide range bid ask. The strategy doesn't really change even if I go in short term plays. It's really ballsy, and some people can do it if you have a very good read. Some people can go two sided on early pairs, but like for me, it just puts on more risk. And all I'm looking to do is get the best, make the most fees and risk the least amount. I'm not really looking to be right instantly on a play. I'm just looking to put my single-sided LP there. If it touches it, sweet. If it doesn't, then I don't. How long did it take to 100? So it took me about 11 months from 1.5. Meat is one of those potential promotion coins. So the meat comes from the Barry Silbert thing. Um, oh yeah, actually, I was like AFK brain looking at this, but this is actually the one chart that actually looks decent. Oh wait, did I say Barry Silbert? Am I tripping? Yes. Oh, Bill Ackman. Why did I say Barry Silbert? What is wrong with me? Bill Ackman, right? May I meet you? And then I saw the choose rich guy made a super cringe video of him going up to some girl that's like recording a TikTok in public and interrupts her with it. So yeah, it's not bad. Maybe we get a week of relevance, or maybe 2 or 3 days of relevance out of this. Yeah, it's this guy. This is the lore that we're dealing with here. They doing it again, Bagwork says. Russian. I'm gonna try to translate this. Yeah, we don't need to watch anymore. Crime Search Bagwork on Twitter. Did you end up with AQC? I never did. I had it on my watch list, but I did not. Why am I gonna be regretting that I didn't? Incognito really does not look good here. I'm not necessarily in the most trouble, but like it ain't the best. That did not work. I meant to Google Translate this. Did you touch, brother? Did I touch what? A Bagwork on Twitter. AQC was what I was looking at. I'll look at Bagwork on Twitter in 1 second. I'm not sure if these squigglies existed. They probably did, right? But if I drew this out and it actually followed this, I think the chart was here when I drew this, but hey, man, this would have been a very, very good pool to be in. I think we might have said that last time, though. Yeah, very, very good looking pool to be in. I faded it, but it's whatever. This actually would have been a very, very ideal coin to be in, especially with what other coins have done recently. Yeah, it really is. Danny, are you in an LP? Look at Bagwork, bro. Okay, well. I think I might 250 lean. I'm not that tall, brother. I'm not that tall. What's good? It's time for what? Are they live right now? Let's try game, please. Rate. What are you talking about? No, look at what they do. Oh, no, I know what they do. It's probably not a bad buy, honestly. It's probably not a bad buy here, especially if they keep doing the same shit. Wait, they went a long time without streaming. That's wild. They went like 27 days without streaming. No wonder they're and maybe they were in jail or something. I don't know. Um, maybe it gets motion again. I can see the narrative. I can see the risk reward maybe being in favor here. Oh, something big tomorrow. Live tomorrow, something big, he says. I mean, I actually still have some bag work, so. Fellas, it might be time. I want to go to bed early and watch, I want to watch these stocks tomorrow. So, unfortunately, we didn't really maybe give you too much value tonight. We went over some plays. I didn't really teach how Meteor works, but if you want to learn, I'm going to go over how pools and my strategy tomorrow on the LP Army YouTube. So if you guys want to go ahead and follow them or subscribe at LP Army TV on YouTube, feel free to subscribe, follow me, join the Telegram so you can get notified whenever I go live. And I will be happy to explain all that tomorrow. Good night, crime. I'll probably pop out next stream if you go live tomorrow and claim my 10%. Let's hope, Ryan. Let's hope. I hope it works out, brother. I really do. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow. And in the meantime, feel free to look at my videos, ask me any questions. I'm always happy to help. So I'll see ya. I'll see ya. I'll feel ya. I'll feel you tomorrow. A knowledgeable person is value itself. Thank you, bro. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you, Uganda. Even though you were blowing up the chat with your shills, I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. It was a great time, and I will see you tomorrow. Maybe I'll go live during the day. But usually I'm trying to do other stuff, and it's usually kind of boring. So we'll see. All right, I'll see you, fellas. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, peace, peace.